Hey, this is Russell back again with the probably the final episode I'm going to be recording just for this recording session. There'll be, of course, more episodes, but yeah, there's a few things I want to get out of the way. So last episode, I had a ton of people that need to be educated. I've just gone through the menu and set them all to be educated. So the offices are going to be pretty empty next month. There's also going to be 6 marketers gone for education, so hopefully we'll be able to keep up with these things. Overall, in the long run, I think we're going to need the more educated guys to make sure this all keeps going, and they'll only be gone educated for a little bit. While the rest of the team, these guys are going to be educating for a very long time. So what I'm planning is to program not a console, game, because I want to get into gaming. We're going to call this one Zebulon, and it's going to be a role-playing game. Of course, SCM. The teams are going to be all 3 of these guys. And we're going to make sure that everything is pretty awesome on this game. And I'm thinking we go into 3D graphics, because we have the technology with these teams. We should get some cutscenes going, maybe even some shadows. Let's do some customizable characters. I guess put a little bit into 2D graphics and audio. No, we don't want to do too much wasted interest. We can add that at a later date. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. I have a lot of networking going on for us, but yeah, I don't really want to do multiplayer yet. That's just a little bit too overkill for a first game. It'll be set to $55 because, again, we're just trying to break into the markets right now. Licensing cost, let's set it to $60 because that's the price a game is sold nowadays anyways. I don't think it, correct me if I'm wrong, were prices sold at this, were games sold at this price at this time? I don't think so. I think they used to be a lot less, but I could be wrong. Consumer reach, yada yada yada. We'll have to see if that stays the same though with the 3D graphics editor. So of course we're going to not make a framework for this. Let's make a framework. The Zebulon, because we need to come out with a bigger, badder one next time around. No framework. This is gonna be single release. No sequels for this or anything. I think, yeah, let's start off with a single release, and then we can set some teams up afterwards that make their own games. This is just to break us into the gaming world. Let's go for our own 3D editors. Even though it's slightly less in technology level, it is our own thing. So, I didn't want to deselect Zebulon audio. 1997, that's actually the most cutting edge, and Zebulon Paint must be the most cutting edge too. 1989, which is pretty cool. Is there anything else I can do besides the bot stop? 1997. Yeah, I guess we can add these two, which were just recently released. So that's a good thing to do. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Actually, should we add anything else? Because there's some other ones that have been released recently too. Let's add you as well. And it looks like those other ones aren't going to be as important. Okay. Next page it. We have 100% interest in this already, so no need to mess around with the sliders. Consumer reach is pretty good. Operating system seats. Okay. And did I already set the whole team to do it? Yeah, 3 teams is set. Okay. Publisher none. Okay. And let's do this. Depends on other products which are in development. The Zebulon Paint 3D will be released pretty soon. So yeah, this is what the teams will be working on. No new audio tool in the recent future, but these guys will be dedicated to the audio again pretty soon. Let's not set that all the way up. Let's set that to 5. I believe core team is working on this. Let's set that up to 3. let's set this up to 3 so that those don't get ignored. But I think that's it. Progress is going to be slow on all of those things because everyone's educating at the moment. Or at least will be educated starting next month. We'll have some pretty empty offices going for us next month. But that's okay. We're going to have a lot of money in the bank. A lot of money in the bank. This still has to make back its profits, but it will. I have no doubt that it will. We can sit in this menu for a little bit so that, when that's this month ticks over, we can see what profits we're going to be getting. So got quite a bit of money in our pocket. That last month made this looks like around $6 million. More people are refunding the audio tool than their other release because remember we released the audio tool with a lot more bugs, which makes sense. And that was a good chunk of cash. Good chunk of cash. Everything's going down a little bit, but that's expected. The original hype has worn off just a tad. And who cares, man? Who cares? We got the money. Let's throw a ton into the spot. That's withdrawing. No. Okay, that's not withdrawing. Let's do 20 million. Well, bam. And the rest we can keep in here so that we can maybe do a little bit of expansion. We'll see how much more we make. It all depends on, how much money we have to pad ourselves, keep us secure in the near future. And while this is happening, we're getting more fans and market recognition. Audio tool recognition is already almost as high as the Office software because that was a much more successful release. The only reason Zebulon Office wasn't as successful is because, me being stupid at all. But yeah, next Zebulon Office version will be much better than the first one. Let's look at these support teams. There's 264 active users. They are getting queued, but I think we can go ahead and cancel support for this. As for Zebulon Office, there's still 24K, so that wouldn't be right to cancel support, especially when we haven't released the next Zebulon Office yet. We need to make sure that market recognition stays up for that. We are struggling a bit for this now, and that's simply because, maybe you don't know, we sent those guys on education, but they should be back now. Starting today. Because, they were just educated for a day, I believe. I only upgraded them all 1 level. Well, at least with these guys. These guys are going to be gone for like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 months for some of them. And building should be partially empty still. Some of the leaders went for education because they needed it, but it's a good thing. The audio tool leader is going to be able to start holding meetings, which is going to be nice. The core team is a team that everyone's getting educated on. Look at that room. That's almost sad. But core team has really stacked up a lot of skills. They're going to make this game fantastic. And look at, we're already making this much progress with the game. Imagine when the core team is there and they're all working with all of their boosted skills. It's going to be really good. I probably should go to manage teams and show the skill spreadsheet when they're all back from being educated. Might show it now. Hold on. Will it show all their updated skills? Maybe. I'm not sure if that's their current skills or their skills after they've already been educated. I think that's their skills before education because I think a couple of these things are missing. Yeah. I'll have to double check that later when they're back from education. I could be off on that. But they aren't going to be back from education for a while. I think today is going to be another empty office for the core team day. Yeah, it looks like it. I think my leader should be back. I think he just got 2 months worth for leadership training, and that was it. Other than that, I think he's already been maxed out before this even happened. I'm not gonna start upgrading these guys again. I think both of these guys are gonna be phones, and I really need the phones to stay on the phones right now. I mean, this marketing is really gonna have to get done. We're still looking good on that. I guess I can order another 50k here, just to make sure. But yeah, we're making good profits. We aren't running too low. I don't think I have to worry about you running out today. Now let's watch the releases. So this is going from 65k to only a little longer. 61. Looks like that sold a little bit too. That sold more than the 50k. I'm pretty sure I just ordered. Let's sell 200k more, because that's gonna go. Let's send another 100k more. It looks like, yeah, the sales are going back up. Oof. It's gonna be hard to keep up with this. And the marketing budget for Zebulon Audio, keep in mind, is lower, but the amount we're selling is still really good. I'm tempted to even put another 10 million in here. What is that going to total to? Let's do it. Why not? We have the money. We've sold that much, and we should be able to sell maybe even to like more than 1 million. So I feel pretty sure we can tie up some money. There's a lot of new OS systems to port to, actually, I'm pretty sure. So hold on a minute. Let's look at porting. Yeah, those guys are new, aren't they? So let's do you and you. Just keep the ball rolling. Let's do you on priority 3, you on priority 10. What was the game on? Set you to priority 1 just for a little bit. Get those 2 ports done. Although those ports are going to take a while people are still being educated. Another 5 million. And yeah. Sorry if you hear my chair. I realized I'm using the wrong chair this recording session. So this chair is my squeaky chair, and then I have another chair that's not my squeaky chair. Yeah. So you're going to code away. Doesn't look like you're going to be making too much progress. Is any of the core team back? Nope. Core team is just going to smash through all of this stuff, but the education is worth it, and this is the time to educate right now. It really is. That's why this isn't making any progress, looks like. Let's bump you down to just a 0. Or actually to 3. Sit back and relax. You can do that when you have more than like $50 million to your name. Let's see the company value. Stonks. What are the stonks? 76 million in worth. It's going to shoot up to $80 million. Well, damn. And how low are we on all this stuff? Let's order. You don't have to order more copies. It's amazing we're still selling this. Another 100k, so I don't have to think about it in the near future. Another 100k, so I don't have to think about it in the near future. Still making money off of this, although it's going down a little bit, ever so slightly. But yeah, nothing to be upset about. And all of this started out of Russell Moneybag's garage. Why are you standing there to eat? Why aren't you guys eating in the canteen? Oh wait, are you eating in the canteen? No, you aren't eating in the canteen. I'm so confused. What's going on? It must be a bug. If I come back like a few weeks later, like at a later update, and it's still not patched, and the people are still eating outside there instead of in the canteen, then I know I've done something wrong. A little bit confused why they aren't eating in the canteen. It breaks my immersion. I just need to not look at the canteen. Let's look at the first floor, see if any of the core team comes back this next month. And well, bam, 15 million. And I want to keep banking this for now. I have some plans to spend money on, and so yeah, I want to keep it. Once this is finished, and I'll jump that up to level 10. Let's go. Let's go. Well, bam. Yeah. Zebulon office. I'm not too pressured to do, just because we aren't really selling too much of those anymore. And I'm really looking forward to Zebulon. It looks like some of the core team's back too. That's good. Oof, marketing is hurting this month, but that's because people are on vacation. It's July. That's expected. We already have 20 people educated after us just sent like 30 of them to get educated. Tons of deals on the table, but we don't want to have our team working on that right now. They're busy with their own things. They don't need that. That's a fallback. And owie, that was not the marketing month. That's for sure. Not this month either. Probably. Marketing probably won't be maxed until whatchamacallit. How are we handling these tickets? We are not handling these tickets. Okay. Now is the time to cut this to 100. What is Zebulon Audio at? Cut this to 50. And put them back down to level 1. And maybe even take these to level 2. And what was Zebulon? I think Zebulon 3D Paint is free to have the press release and press build. And maybe even start making the next press release. Even though we're behind on these tickets right now, I think it's the right thing to do. Come on, let's see these tickets drop. No, they ain't dropping by much. Maybe our customer service team isn't big enough. I mean, it is August, so a lot of them are bound to be on vacation. Oof. Yeah, that's the problem. Where's half the team? Where did they go to vacation to this year? I hope I have not missed any. That's the biggest thing. No misses. Hopefully they can catch up to it next month. Marketing is moving, but not nearly as fast. But I don't want it to move nearly as fast. Let's put that on level 6. Zebulon Paint, we don't have to pay much attention to. Keep that closed. Let me look at these for now. Make sure this gets handled, that we get 0 missed. If we miss a few, it's not the biggest of deals, but you know, when I'm trying to build market reputation, it's not what I want. So So all of the phones night shift won't be back till next day. Or next night, I mean. But all of the market day teams should be here pretty soon. I haven't really heard about Zebulon 3D. It's because I haven't talked about it much. Because I've never sold a Zebulon 3D product before. And look at that, the tickets are finally going down. So we probably get away with setting this priority 1 again. Or at least this one. Let that go down a little more. We have enough in stock, I guess. Let's just order 80K, 100K, 30K. That was 3K, not 30K. 33K, I guess. And set this to priority 1 again. And yeah, we're back to being in a place where everything is manageable again. We can go check out, see if all the core team is back now. Next day, Jane Richard is called in sick. They are part of a service team. Poor Jane Richard is not here with us today. And let's see how this day goes. Now, interesting. So there ain't much of the core team back yet. Like I said, I really sent them on a long education spree. But yeah, they're all making good progress on Zipper Rim. And it looks like this is almost ready to promote. Give it 1 more month on a priority 10. And we can set the marketing date at that time. 181 bugs. So that's all fine and dandy. Let's see what we can. Let's see how much the core team comes back first, and then I'll look around at other stuff. I'm interested to see day by day how much the progress goes up with more employees of the core team. Looks like we're almost fully staffed again. Let's see how many desks. So we got -1. So someone is still being educated. Let's see if the managed teams spreadsheet. Yeah, look. So they gained a few more of the things that they didn't have before they went on education. We have a whopping, let me just show you this because this is pretty amazing, 11 3 stars for the 2D editor, which is pretty darn good, especially because mostly Office software and 2D editor is mostly what they're doing. Let's go ahead and promote this. And go ahead and market this for, actually we need to make sure that we can market it for some time. That one's an Office software. We're in no rush to release this Office software quickly. Any Office softwares this year? How about next year? This is kind of getting to the end of when things will be coming out. Let's set it to September of 2001. That way we have something padding us in between a few releases. That's the alarm. And I was already set to 2001. Okay. Nice. And do the typical press release, the typical press build, the typical hype, and all that jazz. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Russell. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe if you guys want to see more. We're making some pretty excellent progress. We haven't lost any sales because of stupidity this episode. We have 30 million here to do as we please in expansion. Eventually that'll culminate in a facility appearing here, and with new teams and stuff like that. Not sure if that'll be in the near future or farther in the future. I'm leaning towards farther in the future because I want to get Zebulon out, I think, first to establish ourselves in the gaming industry before we start building like other gaming teams and stuff like that in the facility here. And I also want to get into hardware, maybe a console. That'll result in a facility here. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Have a good one. Bye.